I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I'm free. The nightmare that I've been suffering through is finally over. Talk about a last-minute reprieve.
It's amazing. It's a miracle. God answered our prayers. We knew, Mijo. We knew that you weren't guilty of killing 2 innocent people or committing arson.
And you didn't violate me, Luis. So I guess Vincent framed you for that, too.
Well, the truth will all come out now that he's in custody. Thanks again, though, for believing in me, knowing I could never hurt you. And you, Mama, you always stood by my side. Your support never wavered, even when things looked pretty bleak.
I know, Mijo. I know my children, and I know what's in their hearts.
Yeah.
I am so ashamed to say that I doubted your innocence early on. Can you ever forgive me?
Hey, there's nothing to forgive. And honestly, the evidence against me was pretty overwhelming.
Yeah, even
Stop.
so,
Stop. No more, okay? I love you. I love you with all my heart.
I love you, too. More than anyone or anything.
Mama, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Now, if that's not cause for celebration, I don't know what is. Hey, do you think you're gonna get some of that champagne?
As long as you get the best we have.
All right. I'll be right back.
You know, now that Luis is free, he's going to want to marry you as soon as possible. So, you need to tell him what happened with Pretty before you walk down the aisle, okay?
Yeah, I know, but
No, you don't want him to find out the truth from somebody else, and then you won't even have a chance to defend yourself.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Pilar. I'm gonna tell Luis what happened between Pretty and me. As soon as he gets back.
Back up, Aunt Sheridan. How is Luis alive? Why wasn't he executed?
The real murderer was exposed moments before Luis was supposed to be executed.
Who is it?
You don't know him. Vincent Crane.
Welcome back to Harmony. You've been missed. But you can make up for lost time by attending a most unusual wedding. I'm sure you'll have a marvelous time.
Did you say Vincent Crane?
Mm-hmm. Your father, Julian, and Eve Russell's long-lost love child.
Okay, so he's my half-brother and your nephew?
Yeah, whatever. Vincent is going to pay for his crimes, as should Fancy. I just wonder whose punishment is going to be worse. Fancy losing Luis, or Vincent losing his life.
I'll be right there if you need me.
Thank you. I know you're furious with me, Vincent. But I just couldn't let an innocent man die for your crimes.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. And when getting rid of me as a baby didn't suffice, you bided your time and outed me for murder and arson.
I just told the truth.
You can't handle the truth. That's why you want me dead. You want to bury my truth along with your shame.
Ah, what a night. Between my being electrocuted and Luis nearly being executed. I better call my new man and see how he's doing.
Oh, honey, no, wait. There is no need to call the police. I made it out of that jail just fine. No thanks to you. Now, where did you disappear to?
I got sidetracked with Luis's execution.
I know, what a shame. Killing a handsome guy like Luis when the poor and unattractive are allowed to roam the streets at will.
No, Mother, he wasn't executed.
He wasn't?
No.
Why not?
Dr. Russell was able to stop it.
Good grief. Oh, you know, this sounds just like that fabulous soap opera that's going to DirecTV. I mean, if you miss one episode, you miss so much.
I know, and I already signed us up, by the way.
Oh, that is so good.
Anyway, where were you when this whole thing with Luis was going on?
Well, I was busy keeping that inmate from telling Ethan that little Ethan was his son.
Oh, God, how did you do that?
Huh. I have my ways.
You seriously did it through the bars?
Mm-hmm. Now I know why they call it cold steel.
Oh, God. Okay, so Ethan still doesn't know that little Ethan is his son.
Yes. Thanks to me.
Good job. 'Cause you know I want to drop that bomb myself.
I mean, I know you want to do that, but are you sure you should wait? I mean, are you sure you should wait to tell Ethan the secret that Teresa's been keeping from him?
Luis is free, Ethan. Free of all charges.
It's fantastic. It is confusing, but it's fantastic.
Why is it confusing?
I told you, I saw Luis executed once before he was about to be executed. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah. You had to be there. Forget about it.
Well, you know, I mean, I would have, you know, if Sheridan hadn't tried to kill me in the electric chair.
Mm-hmm. I can't see her doing that.
I know. It's just, but it's Harmony. Weird things happen all the time in Harmony, so.
I know. It was still very nice of you to ask Sam not to arrest Sheridan, Teresa.
You know, Ethan, she said she was trying to save my brother's life. And, you know, if I were backed into a corner, I honestly don't know what I would do. So.
Well, I know you well enough to know that you would never resort to murder. You would never kill anyone.
Well, actually, I did try to kill, you know, Alistair. I poisoned the guacamole that you...
I know.
Sorry.
I remembered the guac... Don't... It was self-defense, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway. What matters is that we're free. That's what matters. And as soon as this annulment comes through, we can be together. We can get married.
I can't believe it. Our dreams are finally coming true.
I know. It's for keeps this time.
Be a reasonable man. He'll understand that it was an accident. What happened between you and your sister all those years ago, it's not going to affect how Luis feels about you now. God, I hope not. I mean, besides, Luis has been wanting to know what happened, thanks to Aunt Sheridan trying to make me look bad to him. So it would be better if Luis heard my side of the story first, before Aunt Sheridan or Pretty tell it to make me look bad. Exactamente. Thank you. I'm gonna love having you as a mother-in-law.
Oh.
Well. Glad to see my mother and the mother of my future children getting along so well.
I was just telling Pilar, I can't wait to be a part of your family. And we can't wait to have you.
Well, Mom, stay, have a drink with us.
I don't think so, Mijo. It's late. I should go. Oh, come on. Just one drink.
Come on, I got you a glass.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Hey. Thank you. Well, I would like to propose a toast to miracles, second chances, new beginnings, family, friends, faith, and truth. May what happens next be the best yet to come.
Here, here.
Salud. Salud.
I have to say this moment is truly amazing for me. I didn't think I was going to make it out of that prison alive, you know.
Well, that's the power of truth, Mijo. It really does set us free.
Well, Eve told the truth. That Luis was framed for all the murders that Vincent committed, and then Luis was ultimately set free.
I can't believe I have a half-brother that's a murderer.
Why not? Your grandfather, Alistair, has killed who knows how many people. Bloodlust must run in the family. Look what Fancy did to you.
She always claimed it was an accident.
Well, liars lie. And it's high time Fancy get caught in hers. So come on, let's go tell Luis what Fancy did to you. You will have your revenge on Fancy, and I will have an opening to win back Louise.
No, Aunt Sheridan, wait.
No. We don't have time for you to stop and put on more makeup. I want Louise to see how bad that scar is.
No, I meant I've decided not to tell Louise what Fancy did to me.
Why not?
I had a long talk with Father Lonigan, and he made me realize that it would be wrong to hurt Louise just to hurt Fancy.
But that was when Luis was going to be executed. Now that he's been set free and no doubt determined to marry your sister, he needs to know the horrible person that he's going to be stuck with for the rest of his life.
Go to hell, Mother. I never want to see you again.
How could I just let an innocent man just die for your crimes?
I did what I did to make a point. The real crime was you letting me go when I was a baby.
They told me you were dead.
Yeah, well, you're dead to me. So just go. Father will hire the best lawyer there is to get me off.
All right. I get that you're upset, okay? But blaming me for your problems is not going to do any good. And the reason that I did what I did tonight is because I love you.
And people think I'm the crazy one.
Please don't shut me out.
Oh, it's too late. And besides, it's your word against mine that I ever confess to doing anything to anyone. And we both know how much your word is worth.
Sam will be able to prove it now that he knows it was you.
You know, I thought you already done your worst to me. But I was wrong. You know, it wasn't enough that you abandoned me. But now that I'm back in your life, you want to make sure that your problem child dies. Yeah. The sooner the better.
Honey, I'm just not so sure you should hold off any longer, all right? I mean, what if something happened to throw a wrench in your plans? What would you do?
Mother, I am not telling Ethan it tonight. I mean, enough has happened already. Listen to this. Dr. Russell confessed that she knew who really killed Ray Thomas and the bartender.
Whoa, who did it?
It was Vincent, who also happens to be Eve and Julian's long-lost son.
Vincent is Eve and Julian's long-lost son?
Mm-hmm.
Shocked. What? Wait a minute, then why did he kill Simone's lover?
He said he wanted his siblings to have the same pain and suffering he did as a child growing up.
Siblings. But that would also include Fancy, Pretty, and Fox. I mean, what did he do to them?
I don't know, but I certainly hope he didn't frame Louise for raping Fancy.
Ew, that would be sick.
Well, actually, when you consider what else Vincent is guilty of, it actually kind of makes it seem possible.
What, you mean there's more?
Mother, there's way more. Vincent is the blackmailer. He is the blackmailer who tried to kill Fancy, who probably shot Jared, and who convinced Sheridan to electrocute Teresa so he could have Ethan. Did you hear what I said? Hello?
I'm sorry. It's just my brain is on overload here. Vincent wants Ethan.
Yeah, I guess he's in love with him.
Is there gay in the drinking water? I mean, is everyone in town going homo?
Mother, he convinced Sheridan to kill Teresa for him, and then he would free Louise for her.
Well, you know, I like the way he thinks, though. Very big picture.
Mother, she actually tried to electrocute Teresa.
What do you mean, tried? She couldn't fry the little fajita?
Yeah, well, she may have succeeded if I hadn't inadvertently saved her life by breaking the circuit and electrocuting myself.
Why did you go into a stupid thing like that?
I did not intentionally electrocute myself.
No,
Okay?
I mean save Teresa.
Do you even care at all that I could have died tonight?
Honey, of course I do, but I almost did too. You know, when I had to get chummy with that inmate.
You know what? I don't even want to hear it. We need to focus here because Vincent is no longer a threat to Ethan and Teresa. So they are probably planning their little wedding even as we speak.
Honey, look, I still think that you should nuke Teresa's plans before the wedding day. I mean, just to be safe.
What? What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong. That's just it. There's nothing wrong. I don't think anything's ever going to be wrong as long as you're sharing your life with me.
That has been my plan all along.
Actually, there's one problem. There's one loose end that I need to fix. I need your help fixing it, okay?
I can help you, yeah. What is it?
Look, you have the ring. I gave you the ring. What I haven't given you is a formal proposal, and I want to give that to you, because it's important to me. Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald, will you do the honor of being my wife? Will you marry me?
I would love to marry you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to early mass tomorrow and thank God for sparing you and your sister.
Speaking of my sister, I still can't believe Sheridan tried to kill her.
I know. Sharon's actions shocked everyone. You know, she's not the fragile little girl she used to be, huh?
No.
I think she was shattered because she lost you to Fancy. I mean, who knew she could change so much?
Well, I sure as hell didn't. And to think that woman was the love of my life. How could I have been so wrong about her? How could I have ever loved anyone who would try and kill my own sister?
I mean, it's not you. I'm afraid it's Sheridan.
I could never love anyone who hurt someone else. No way.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Aunt Sheridan, but I think I should do what Father Lonigan asked and not tell Luis what Fancy did to me.
Hey, no. That is the worst thing that you can do. Luis can't love someone that deliberately hurts someone else. All right, you need to tell him what Fancy did to you before things go any further between them.
But Father Lonigan
No, you know what? We'll talk about it on our way to
Aunt
the
Sheridan,
mansion.
wait.
What now?
I decided that I don't want to go to the mansion ever again.
You know what? Hey, you can stay with me at the cottage, okay? Come on, let's go.
Dr. Wilson, thank you so much for coming at such short notice.
How could I refuse? You sounded desperate on the phone, and your patient's situation sounds dire.
It is.
And who are you?
Vincent, this is Dr. Tanya Wilson. She's a psychiatrist, but I got to come and see you, and I'm hoping that she'll be able to help us get you out of this mess that you're in.
Well, no thanks to you, Mom. I'm going to be put to death.
Mom? When we spoke earlier, you didn't tell me your patient is your son.
Because you wish I was never born.
Vincent, please.
Yeah, but since I was, and now that I'm back in her life, Mom saw her chance to get rid of me and took it. That's why I'm here.
I don't want to get rid of you. I want to help you.
Really? You're not just saying that? Mommy.
Stop it! You're hurting me!
You don't have to squeeze harder. I'm trying to kill you.
I'm sensing anger in you, Vincent. Are you all right?
Yes, thank you.
That hurt. You left me no choice, Vincent. As a psychiatrist, I often have to deal with violent patients, so I learned a little self-defense. Now simmer down.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm trying to help you avoid prison time, or worse, Vincent, death by lethal injection. So either work with me here, or I guarantee you'll end up strapped to a bed with a needle in your arm.
Vincent, please. Please do what Dr. Wilson says. Your father and I love you. Please, we just can't have you die so soon after getting you back.
Relax. Relax. Honey, I am dying of thirst here.
Tell me you agree that I should not rush telling Ethan Teresa's secret.
Honey, I am so thirsty.
Tell me you agree that I should wait for just the right moment to drop the bomb.
Okay, whatever you say.
Thank you.
Oh. Hey, are you sure you should wait till Teresa and Ethan's wedding day to lower the bomb?
Okay, would you picture this? Teresa, her eyes full of love and adoration for Ethan as she's marching down the aisle, absolutely convinced that nothing could go wrong to ruin her life with Ethan. And then I step in, and boom, her hopes, her dreams, they come crashing down around her. And Teresa doesn't wind up with Ethan. She winds up bitter and alone. The end.
Works for me.
I just hope you're not waiting too long to get your revenge on Teresa.
I can't wait to become Mrs. Ethan Winthrop.
I like the sound of that, I do. I'm gonna set a date.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to, now, soon, very, very soon. Look, I know you're gonna want a big wedding, because I know you, but it's gonna take some time to plan, so I'll wait 6 months. Maybe a year, but that's it, okay?
I actually don't want a big wedding. I want to elope.
You're serious? Elope, are you sure? You want to elope?
Yeah. Well, you know, this is going to be your second marriage, you know, and it's going to be my third. Well, you know, fourth if you can't.
Right.
Julian, and I just, I don't want a big wedding. I just want it to be you and me and Jane and little Ethan. I just want to sneak off somewhere and get married without anyone else knowing.
You know, for Sheridan to think that killing Teresa would somehow lead to us getting back together, that was like Beth kidnapping Sheridan, thinking that that would help us get back together. Anybody who hurts anybody does not deserve to be loved. Well, what do you know? It's the governor calling. No doubt to apologize for the grave miscarriage of justice. Be back in a second.
Okay, I can't tell Luis what happened between me and Pretty. Not now. You heard how he feels about people who hurt people. He hates Sheridan for trying to kill Teresa. He would hate me for hurting Pretty. Wait. But you didn't try to kill Pretty. What happened was an accident, Fancy. I know, but I've waited so long to tell Luis, and Aunt Sheridan has made such a big deal out of what I did to Pretty that I can't risk it. Either Luis would think I'm lying and I intentionally hurt Pretty, or he'd be disgusted that I didn't own up to it sooner. Either way, I love Luis too much to risk losing him now. Come on. Trust me, you are doing the right thing by telling Luis what Fancy did to you. No, Aunt Sheridan, look, I won't do it. Father Lonigan was right. I should just leave well enough alone. I mean, in fact, it was a mistake to come back here in the first place. I want to leave. There are too many bad memories here.
No. Pretty, this is your home. You belong here.
The way I look, I belong in a sideshow.
Oh, no. Now, you listen to me, young lady. Your sister is a vicious bitch that deliberately set out to attack you and forced you to leave Harmony and all of its available men to her. So instead of whining and playing the victim, it's time for you to fight back.
Yeah, but hurting Luis to get even with Fancy,
What better way is there?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Don't bother, okay? I know what it's like to be a victim. I've been one most of my life, thanks to your grandfather and now Fancy. Well, no more. I'm fighting back.
Luis is too wonderful to lose to my slutty, pushy niece. Luis and I were soulmates until Fancy came into town, set her sights on Luis, and stole him away from me. After that, I vowed I would no longer be a victim again. No. I am going to fight for Luis, and I am going to win him back with your help.
Damage has been done. You brought me into this world. Now you're taking me out of it.
No, I'm not, Vincent. I am trying to help you. That's why I brought Dr. Wilson here, because we're going to build a psychiatric case for your defense of the murder charges or whatever charges they're going to bring against you.
That's right. And between what she told me earlier and what I just saw, I think we can get you off.
And that's what Chad was for.
Vincent, these comments don't help.
Yeah, what difference does it make? I'm gonna be put on death row.
Don't bet on it. I've dealt with cases like yours before.
Cases just like mine.
Yes, that's why your mom called me. She wants you to have the best psychiatric and medical defense possible. So at the risk of sounding immodest, that would be me. So now sit down and listen, and I think you'll see I get it.
It's not like I have anywhere else to go.
This is my read on you, Vincent. You feel like you've been living outside of what people call everyday life, that who you are and the way you were raised sets you apart from everyone else. You feel out of sync, out of touch, out of step. And you hate feeling that way. You really, really hate it.
Yeah.
You've hated yourself for as long as you can remember, haven't you, Vincent? And growing up in foster care, just another way you felt different. Oh, you tried to hide that feeling as best you could, but the other children, they could tell. They teased you, taunted you, made fun of you.
Yeah, they did.
It was terrible, wasn't it, Vincent?
I felt out of place my whole life.
Like you were trapped in a living hell.
Yeah.
I imagine you've considered suicide more than once.
Yes, I have.
Poor Vincent. Oh, poor baby.
Well, Vincent, I have good news. There's hope for you after all.
Really? Because I'm not sure I know what that is.
You'll learn.
I'll do everything I can to help.
You know, both of you just back off, okay? I'm being charged with multiple murders and arson, with possibly more charges coming.
I know. But from a psychiatric standpoint, it's clear that your whole life you've been building up to a breaking point based on people who just didn't understand you or your condition. With my help, you can be found innocent of all charges by reason of insanity. Then, in lieu of prison time, your parents and I will get you the help you so desperately need.
Wait a minute. You, Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald, who has had your own wedding idea scrapbook since you were a teenager, you don't want a big wedding. Am I hearing this right?
Yeah, I just want to elope with you, me, and Jane and Lilithan.
Okay. All right. Then that's what we're doing. Mr. Ethan Winthrop and Miss Lopez Fitzgerald and their kids are going to elope. I like it. We'll elope.
Thank you.
Sure.
Just, one more thing.
What?
we get to have the honeymoon still?
Well, you see, that's the problem. Because, you know, you're expediting this whole wedding thing. It's going to happen so quickly. I don't know if there's going to be enough time to plan a honeymoon. At least not just yet. So.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what. What I can promise you is one wedding night you will never forget.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I can take you through it if you want.
Mm.
What I'll do, see, first what I'll probably do is whatever you want. I won't know. But if it's something like this, I'll you know, I'll do that a little bit. And take that off just a little bit. And whatever kind of skin I get, I'll just, you know, have a little fun with it.
Oh. Now, is this the part where I would take off your clothes?
You can try that, yeah. Okay. You can try that. See if it works.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Well, you tell me what happened.
Let me think. Oh yeah, we kiss a little more.
Okay.
I think that's usually what.
I like that part. Okay, now I think I would rub my hands on your body like that.
That's fine. That works. You know what? Then I'm gonna pick you up.
Oh,
I think that's what
my
I'll do.
goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'll just put you on the bed. This is what I think.
Okay, and then what happens?
You know what happens.
I have waited too long to rush my revenge on Teresa.
Look, honey, I don't want to sound political or anything, but sometimes it's not so good to stay the course. You know, sometimes it can even be disastrous.
I have a plan, and I'm sticking to it. I'm waiting until Teresa's wedding day, and then I'm going to cost her Ethan once and for all.
Oh, my God. Ethan! There it is. The sounds of Ethan's passion for Teresa. Oh, God.
Intense. What's your point?
My point is that Ethan wants Teresa. And right now, she is pleased as punch. So, Gwen, you have to strike while the iron is hot. Why wait? Tell Ethan the secret that Teresa has been keeping from him before it's too late.
Mom.
Yes, babe.
Do you really think what Dr. Wilson says could work?
Yes, baby, I think so. I think that she could give you the answers that you're looking for, and the answers that you want, the help that you need.
All right. I'm all yours.
Oh, Vincent. Oh, baby, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you for caring about me.
Oh, baby. You're my child. I love you.
Uh-huh. Wow. We gotta say, this is a lot better than my death row prison cell.
I can't imagine how overwhelmed you must feel to go from almost dying tonight to being free again.
You're right. I am a little bit overwhelmed. But also, I've never been happier in my life. And I owe so much of that to you. You were there for me the whole time. You stood by me. You never let me down. For that, I love you.
Oh, Maurice.
You know what else? We're great together.
as great as you and Sheridan were?
Better. Yeah. Way better. God, I love you.
I love you too.
We can't be victims anymore. We have to stand up for what we want. You want to hurt Fancy for hurting you, and I want Luis back.
Yeah, but after everything that's happened, do you really think he'll take you back?
It'll take some time, but yes. Yes, I think he will. If you tell Luis what Fancy did to you. Because Luis will never want to be with a woman that's shallow and vindictive. And then with Fancy out of the way, Luis will be mine again. But that's not going to happen if you keep quiet about your evil sister. So you need to do to her what she did to you. Ruin her life.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell Luis right now.
Oh, Fancy. You will never know what hit you. And don't worry, Luis. I'll be there to help you pick up the pieces. And it may take a while, but you will be mine again. And once you are, I will never, ever let you go.